Schedule a Zoom with me at GCExperts.com/Zoom. Okay, so on an improper award, if you go read sentence number 1 of FAR 13.004, it says an offer, a quote is not an offer and consequently cannot be turned into a binding contract. Well, in this case, they took your quote and they turned it into a binding contract. So that's immediately at odds with the Federal Acquisition Regulation. So this is what we do with a document like that. The first question I ask you is, do you want the job at the price that you submitted your quote?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. So the second thing is, act on it as if it's an award. Okay? So sending an email back to the contracting officer saying, thank you. That is acting on it as if it's an award, isn't it? Okay? So congratulations. You've got a contract. Act on it as if it's a contract, and it is a contract.
Okay. Should I in that same email ask for when they suspect the notice to proceed to be issued?
Typically, the notice to proceed would be after a pre-construction conference. So the next step would be, hey, when do you guys want to set up a pre-con?
Okay. Okay. And that's it. So, yeah, I just happened on this one, I called for quotes. So I did have someone go out there. I believe the site visit may have been mandatory, which is probably why I had all those things in place. But I definitely overestimated this one. They have me bid on the it's a mold remediation project. So the base price was for mold remediation. And then if additional work is needed, I bidded on that potential, but obviously I don't know what the scope is until I, assess it. So I might need some advice on that because they approved it for $39,000, but the base is $18,000. So once I assess it, if the additional work exceeds, I guess that additional $21,000, then I'll probably have to think through how to address that.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, man, before the holiday, what a relief. I submitted 9 quotes over the last 3 days because I want to get to 50 before the end of the year, and I'm only at 30. And since you gave me that clarification on our last call, I've just been banging them out, because I identified so many that work now, and that was my issue before. So
great.
I'm doing some products and a mix of products and construction so I can get more submitted.
Fabulous.
My only concern with that is, what if they do respond and then I have the holiday impacting my ability to get quotes? It's going to be challenging trying to accept any award that I haven't.
That's right. And we'll cross that bridge when we get there, because keep in mind, they take the holidays off too. Yeah.
Okay. Because they have some that are due like right after the holidays. So I'm like, okay, clearly they're working. But while I have you on the phone, should I submit? What about the PIEE submissions? Are those binding? Or does it?
If it's an RFQ, it's not binding.
Okay, so they'll indicate that. How did you make the? When it comes to subcontractor limits, when you have to self-perform, 50% when it's for the 52.219-14, how do you meet that requirement when you're not able to satisfy it just based off of project management and remote work.
Did you watch the workshop?
Yeah.
Okay. On day 2 of the workshop in the afternoon, right after I talk about excuse me, right after I talk about subcontract agreements, I cover that in great detail, so much so that I don't want to just give you a 2-minute little quip here. I want you to go back and review that so that you really understand how we make that work.
Okay. I don't know if I made it up or if I heard it, but it had something to do with, well, I may have made it up. So I'll go back and look at that part. I've been wanting to go back and do the whole thing again anyway.
Yep. Day 2 in the afternoon, right after I teach subcontract agreements, I get right into that.
Okay, perfect. Okay. And then when it comes to like technical or past performance, if I know that the subs can do it, but when they indicate that the prime needs it, weren't there some past performance that you mentioned is part of your resume that can be used?
But what I'd rather you do is do this. Are you in front of a computer?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to Google FAR 15.305 and then click on it. The first result.
305?
15.305.
Okay. Proposal evaluation?
I want you to go down to section number 2, the actual number 2. And then underneath the number 2, I want you to go to I. That's 3 I's.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to read that out loud to me.
The evaluation should take into account past performance information regarding predecessor companies, key personnel who have relevant experience, or subcontractors that will perform major or critical aspects of the requirement when such information is relevant to the instant acquisition.
So if you've never done roll-up doors and you intend to use a local company called ABC Roll-Up Doors, in accordance with that FAR, can you use their information as part of your proposal?
For the past performance, yes.
Yes, you can.
But for the technical, when they make that distinction.
Doesn't matter whether it's a technical approach. Part of your technical approach is we intend to use ABC roll-up doors. Here are their references.
Okay. Okay.
You can use the actual language of the FAR. They will be performing major aspects of this instant acquisition.
Okay. Yeah, I came across, I thought it had something where the past performance is fine, but when it came to technical capability, that's where they wanted it to be.
Just understand this is a universal truth. The federal government does not expect that every federal contractor is going to be coming onto the site with a hammer in their hand. They understand fully that we as a federal contractor are administrating the contract. Now, what you can't do, and that you will be hiring subcontractors to do the trade work, okay? But what you can't do is just get a federal contract, hire me to do all the administrative work, and then hire subcontractors to do all the physical work, and you just sit there in your little office collecting money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They want people who are administrating the contract. They want general contractors. That's what you are now.
Okay. Fair enough. And last question. NIST package. I had come across a DOD solicitation and for the cybersecurity assessment.
Yep.
Is there a package, a template that you guys use?
It's not a template, but I do have a blurb that I'll send over to you as soon as we get off this. I'll send it to you by text.
Wow, Sean. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Yeah. Can't wait to keep moving and keep growing with you by my side. I really, really appreciate this. You don't know. Yeah. This is I needed this so bad. Like, I'm trying to work towards 50 and getting this one award in the process is all I needed. And to know I got the support I need to perform well on the contract is even sweeter. So, but yeah, I appreciate you so much.
You bet, Ebony.
All right, have a good one, Sean.
Bye-bye.
Bye.